Hello.
You seem a bit nervous.
I'm in a wheelchair.
Wouldn't you rather be in a kayak?
Sorry I haven't been strong enough to help you through it, but I am. I'm your mum.
Same mum.
Turns out Magpie's mate for life. Totally monogamous.
Well, maybe that explains why they're so miserable.
This movie is based on a true story. The Blooms are a happy family who like to spend time on vacation. Their life seemed perfect, but last year changed everything. The Bloom family went on vacation to Thailand, where Sam, Cameron, and their 3 sons had fun. But one day Sam leaned on an unreliable rung on the roof of a house and fell from a great height. She damaged her spine and is now almost completely paralyzed. Cameron has to cope with the children alone, as well as take care of his wife. Sam can't do anything without outside help, so the husband helps her with everything. She was only recently discharged from the hospital and moves around with a wheelchair. Cameron promises her that things will eventually get better. Seeing her husband take the children to school, Sam feels completely helpless and cannot hold back her tears. The woman understands that she will not be able to be a good mother to her children. There are photos on the walls of Sam when she was still healthy. It hurts her to look at it, as well as at people on the street, so she curtained the window. Soon Jan, Sam's mother, came, who immediately opened the window and told her daughter that she should not give up. Now their life has changed, but they must accept the situation as it is and move on. At the beach, Noah, the couple's oldest son, saw an injured magpie chick that had fallen out of its nest. The boy brought the unfortunate animal home. The children and Cameron started taking care of the chick, which Noah named Penguin. But Sam was against keeping the pet at home because they already have enough care. At night, the chick chirped loudly, so Noah moved it to his room. The boy told the new friend that he still finds it hard to believe what happened. Sometimes Noah feels like someone stole their mom. One day Noah asked his mother why she doesn't like Penguin. She replied that it is a wild bird, so it doesn't belong in the house. Cameron suggested that the family have lunch on the beach. The children thought it was a great idea, but Sam said she wanted to stay home. When the husband helped her move to the bed, she asked him never to ask about her condition in front of their sons again. Sam doesn't want to lie to them. Noah took Penguin with him to the beach. Cameron tries to do everything to make the children feel happy despite the situation. At night, Sam woke up to Reuben calling for the parents. Since she could not get up herself, she woke the husband. It turned out that Reuben had gotten sick. It looked like food poisoning. Cameron had to deal with it alone. Sam feels guilty about her husband, who now replaces both father and mother to the children. Sam couldn't hold back her tears and expressed how much she hated what had happened to her. Cameron promised that everything would be okay. Noah heard the parents talking while lying in his bed. He remembered the fateful day when the mother fell. She was rushed to the hospital. Her condition was critical. Noah feels guilty because he was the one who suggested everyone go to that roof. Sam had nightmares about the wheelchair and water. She woke up and told her husband that she felt like a burden to the family. Cameron didn't want to leave his wife alone like this, but he had to take the children to school. Before leaving, Noah asked his mother to take care of Penguin. For her son's sake, Sam agreed to do it. Because of depression, she didn't want to get out of bed, but the chick was so loud that she had to get up and feed it. Penguin was afraid of being alone, and every time Sam left it, started chirping loudly. To avoid hearing it, Sam turned up the music. At some point, she noticed that the chick was not in the basket. It turned out that the bird had gotten out and was exploring the house. Sam tried to catch it, which was not easy in her condition. Finally, Sam managed to catch it. The chick had tipped over a jar of honey and had become sticky. Sam cleaned up the poor creature, feeling both pity and joy. Now Penguin wasn't afraid to sit on her hands and even allowed her to dry itself with a hairdryer. Seeing her colleague Braun with flowers and lasagna through the window, Sam pretended she wasn't home. She wasn't ready to show her face to someone she knew yet. In the evening, the family had dinner together. Sam no longer objected to the idea of penguins staying with them for some time. Once the bird was strong enough, they would let it go free since a magpie could not live locked up. Noah smiled as he watched his mother taking care of Penguin. Soon the bird grew stronger and recovered, but still couldn't fly. The penguin was now a full-fledged member of the family. Soon Jan and Kylie, Sam's sister, visited the Bloom family home. They suggested Sam go into town and have lunch at a cafe. Sam doesn't want to do it, but the mother and sister insisted. This trip was very difficult for her. Sam is still not ready to admit that she has become disabled. Bron, who had recently brought flowers and lasagna, approached their table. Sam used to work as a nurse with Bron in the hospital. Listening to the colleague, Sam realizes that she misses her work. After the walk, Sam feels sad, remembering the time when she could walk. In a burst of emotions, she smashed all the photos, not wanting any reminder of the past in the house. Penguin jumped onto Sam's lap. She immediately felt better. When Cameron and the boys came home, they saw the mess. Cameron doesn't understand what the wife is trying to achieve. In his opinion, she's still the same, despite everything. But Sam disagreed, saying that it wasn't her now, but someone else. Cameron started silently picking up the shards. He also misses the old times and does everything he can. In the evening, Noah watched old videos from the family archive, while Sam played with Penguin. She finds comfort in her new friend, as they both fell from a great height once. One day Sam saw that the bird wanted to be free. She opened the door and went outside with the magpie. Penguin jumped onto a tree branch and tried to fly. Cameron captured this moment on camera. He suggested an active family vacation, like in the good old days. Of course, Sam didn't like this idea at all. Cameron admitted that it's also very difficult for him and the boys. But Sam believes that only she is suffering. Hearing another quarrel between their parents, Reuben and Ollie went outside to play. Noah saw his upset father, who didn't know what to do. Later, hearing loud cawing of Penguin, the boy immediately understood that something was wrong. It turns out that Sam fell off the bed. She asked Noah not to call his father, wanting to handle it on her own. Sam also forbade the son to help her and told him to leave. The woman was exhausted and lay down on the floor looking at Penguin, who was able to take flight at that moment. The bird flew out onto the street. Seeing this, the boys were delighted. Cameron came for his wife so she wouldn't miss this momentous event. Finally, the whole family gathered together. After flying around the area, Penguin returned home. Sam was very happy about this. Remembering the husband's offer of an active vacation, she decided to agree to it. On the shore, they were met by a woman named Gail who didn't find it a problem that Sam moved around in a wheelchair. Sam used to be a great surfer, so even now she must feel confident on the water. Sam was able to go kayaking. Gail advised her to tip the boat and swim. Sam was very afraid, as she hadn't swum since her injury. Despite her fear, Sam still did it. For the first time in a long time, she felt truly free. This unforgettable experience helped Sam to rethink something. Even though she can no longer walk, life still goes on. Penguin that learned to fly still doesn't leave its family. In the evening, when the spouses sat by the fire, Sam thanked her husband for being there, no matter what. Cameron said he felt happy. The day Sam fell, he thought he would never see her again. But fortunately Sam turned out to be strong. The spouses kissed. Sam continues to regularly meet with Gail and swim. Now it was enough to feel happy. Today is Sam's birthday. The husband and sons surprised her. Later, Sam noticed Noah, who was keeping a video diary. The boy lied that he hadn't done anything special. The family visited Jan to celebrate the holiday. Kylie also joined them, as did Gail. Jan went overboard with alcohol and started talking about how her daughter is helpless, so she can't swim or be alone. Of course, Sam didn't like this, but she was used to it. Her mother always acts this way when she's drunk. Cameron strongly disagreed with Jan, believing that his wife can handle many things on her own. The family dispute was interrupted by the loud cawing of Penguin. It turned out that wild birds had attacked the magpie. Cameron ran to help the pet, but didn't make it in time because Penguin flew away. In the evening, Cameron and the children went in search of the pet, but it was nowhere to be found. Sam was very worried because she had become attached to the bird. She opened Noah's laptop and watched his video diary. That's how Sam found out that her son felt guilty about what had happened. Cameron and the children came back, having not found Penguin. Noah was the most upset, because he was the one who let the Magpie out. At home, Sam comforted the children while Noah continued the search. The next day, the boy walked along the beach hoping to find the bird, but to no avail. The parents told him that he wasn't to blame, but Noah was convinced that everyone blamed him. Sam asked her son to speak out right now about whatever was troubling him. In a burst of emotion, Noah told his mother that she fell because of him. If he hadn't called them to the roof that day, it wouldn't have happened. Sam explained to her son that no one was to blame for what had happened. She fell because the wrong was rotten, and nothing could change it. The important thing is that they all stay together and love each other. As soon as Noah and Sam talked it out, everyone felt better. The family embraced. Sam continued her kayaking lessons with Gail. Noah was no longer afraid to jump on the trampoline, although all this time he had been panicking about heights. Life seems to be getting better. One day the family decided to surprise Sam. They were going to have a picnic far away from home. Gail, Jan, Kylie, and Braun joined them. Sam didn't mind at all, no longer ashamed of her wheelchair. Sitting on the shore of a beautiful lake, Sam imagined herself standing up. She was sad that she could never walk again, but she had come to terms with it and was ready to move on. Cameron sat next to her. Sam told the husband that she felt much better now and thanked him for everything he did for her. When the family returned home, they heard Penguin chirping. They couldn't believe that their pet had returned. Now Sam, Cameron, and their children know for sure that all will be well. Soon Sam placed new and old photos around the house. She knew that life would never be the same, but it might not be so bad after all. On this day, Sam realized that Penguin was ready for independent life, just as she was. As she watched the bird fly away, Sam said thank you. Without Penguin, she would not have been able to survive the most difficult period of her life. Next we see real pictures of the Bloom family. Sam took part in the kayaking championships. The family will never